mad. Where'd you start? Current affair, right?
No, wrong.
Well, you looking I got dirt on you, doggy.
Cameron,
I'm gonna get at you in a minute.
You go ahead, you get at
I'm gonna get at you in a minute.
Oh, they BIIGG Mad. They BIIGG Mad. They mad at that boy Deion Sanders. They mad at his practice, man. They showing you their true colors. How many times do I need to warn y'all that this country is embedded in racism? The majority of white people can't fucking control themselves when it comes to their inner hatred for you. I just read an article that Dabo Swinney, the head coach of Clemson, he's now saying that adults are manipulating these high school football players into going to HBCUs instead of coming to these big Division I colleges. And now they all up in their feelings. They pissed. They are upset that many of these top-ranked black football players, instead of going traditionally to huge D1 colleges and universities, they've now decided that they're going to go to historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs. And salute to Deion Sanders for winning his conference championship. Got them boys on the right track. And although me personally, I didn't like the fact he brought Brittany Rayner to speak in front of his football team, that this brother still has the insight to ensure that his men, his young players, are put on the right track in life. So what Deion has just done, he was able to land the top-rated black quarterback in all of high school. He landed a 5-star recruit to come to Jackson State next year. And this top 5 recruit, he was expected to go to Deion Sanders' alma mater, Florida State. So instead of going to Florida State, he's instead going to Jackson State in Jackson, Mississippi. And now Deion Sanders' alma mater, Florida State, they are enraged. They tearing up his memorabilia. If I'm Deion, I say, fuck Florida State. You ain't got nothing to prove to them. You were a legendary college football player for them. You played under Bobby Bowden. Your jersey is retired there. You're an NFL Hall of Famer, multiple Super Bowl champion, one of the best cornerbacks and special team returners in NFL history. You ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. Keep doing your thing, brother. Keep bringing them young brothers down there to them HBCUs so that we can run, own, and operate that shit. And we can change, and we can fully implement some form of power to where we're controlling our own narrative. These college coaches, they really are upset that now the tides are turning. Say what you want about LeVar Ball, but LeVar Ball put a bug in the NBA's ear to where now they had to transfer they minor leagues to paying them G League players. And that league is somewhat thriving. But that's all because of what LeVar Ball did. LeVar Ball, he was wise. He said, man, forget sending my sons to college. If they do go to college, they're going for 1 year, then they're going straight to the NBA. Then the thing happened with his son, Jello, in China. So he bypassed all that. He made sure that LaMelo went to play overseas for about a year or two, then get drafted. And we all see what LaMelo doing in the NBA. Hell, even Lonzo balling his ass off this year with the Bulls.
If we individuals, if Lonzo over here, Melo over here, Jello over here, we millionaires. We're gonna be millionaires. Wesley Snipes, Denzel Washington, Magic, all of them by themselves, they millionaires. Now the Waltons who own Walmart, that's a family.
And all of them billionaires.
The Hunts who own ketchup and all that, Campbell Soup, family. Spielberg's family. Mark Cuban and them, family. Balls together, family. We'll be billionaires.
Sure, you gotta create the brand.
But nobody understands that.
Some of these white legendary coaches, Roy Williams of North Carolina, who recently retired, he came out and stated that by the NCAA agreeing to paying some form of financial compensation to these players, it is going to ruin the game. Did it ruin the game when you won 3 national championships for North Carolina while making up in excess of anywhere between $7 to $10 million a year, while your players who won them championships for you didn't receive a dime? Why you gotta question these motives of these white coaches? One thing about white supremacy, they really will show you their true colors when they feel that their power is being threatened. And this is a result. But the game has changed. The times are changing. Young black men that's growing up, they need to control their own destiny. Keep slaving for these corporations. Forget busting your ass for these motherfuckers that ain't gonna do you no good. Learn the game. You know, if you gotta work, learn the game. Get as much insight and knowledge as much as possible. Formulate a plan behind the scenes, and when it's time for you to bounce, once you got your plan in order, and once you stacked up your bread, and once you got enough knowledge and insight, and maybe some certifications, bounce, do your own thing, and control your own destiny. And I gotta salute these black coaches at these HBCUs, because now they getting what they should have been having a long time ago. They getting the top-rated football players in their league, the top-rated basketball players in their league. And the more we see that, the more these HBCUs can flourish and get the financial funding that they need. But yeah, these coaches are BIIGG mad. Now they see that those $10 million a year salaries ain't gonna cut it for them no more. They're not gonna be able to get those 4 or 5-star recruits as they once did with ease. Now they gotta really recruit, and instead of lying and deceiving the family of these top-rated players, now they gotta show that they have something in place that's not like for example, you go get a 5-star recruit, you go into his family, you better make sure you have a plan to ensure that their son can come play and start on your team immediately as soon as he get there. Because you see these young boys, these top recruits, they going to deionsanders college, they playing right out the gate.
Well, I think it's a variety of examples of why it happened, and I think we'd be naive to sit here and say that name, image, and likeness in this new legislation that we have didn't have some form of an attachment. This program is heading in the right direction. But let me tell you something. A recruiting pitch from Jackson State, I don't care if it's coming from Deion Sanders or somebody else, right? Just a normal pitch isn't getting a Power 5 elite level kid, a 5-star kid, to just all of a sudden bolt and go to the FCS.
And it has caused a ripple effect on these Division I colleges, because now they don't hold a monopoly on the best players anymore. Black people always remember that you were brought into this country to work for the benefit of somebody else. Playing in the NCAA is the same thing. It's no different than playing in the league. The only difference is you get paid. But hell, even though you get paid millions of dollars in the NFL, NBA, and Major League Baseball, those owners making billions. So they're still financially being compensated off of the hard work, sweat, and tears of your hard labor. Why not go to somebody that looks like you, that can relate to you, that can understand you better than any of these white coaches can, and put in the work for yourself so that you can rise and elevate yourself, your family, and your people. We ain't finna be slaving for these crackers moving forward. 2022 and beyond, we need to have that mindset that race first is the initiative, it's the mindset, it's the motto, and it's the way of life. These Division I college coaches, let them stay mad. Why? Because while you're barely able to get any food or you're struggling in class, as long as you perform on that field, they don't give 2 fucks about you. Why? Because they already making anywhere between $7 to $10 million a year off of your hard work. If I'm looking at Ohio State or Alabama or Georgia, start looking at them HBCUs. Start looking at these lesser known colleges that have some type of program that has some resemblance of black history. Support those. Encourage others around you to get involved in the programs or activities of these HBCUs. Who gives a damn if these white college coaches are mad? Last time I checked, people like Urban Meyer, Motherfucker should never been coaching once he left Florida in the first place. Cause this is all they do. They see you, they make you work hard. You win championships on their behalf. They make their money. They don't care about you moving forward. You can get in prison, get in trouble, commit suicide, have a domestic violence case. And what do? They remove themselves completely out of the scenario. Because at the end of the day, they don't want that controversy to withhold them back from making their money. They don't want to ruin their reputation. As this country is collapsing, you're now seeing this power usurping, and it's not looking pretty good for those who've been in power. John Gruden got fired for some racist emails. Urban Meyer called his assistant losers. He even hired an assistant when he was at the University of Iowa, he was racist towards his own black players. So in conclusion, let them stay big mad. In the words of Cameron, when he was joking on Bill O'Reilly 15 years ago. You stay mad for all I killed. Deion, hope you win another conference championship, home. Continue getting them top-rated black players. Let them earn it the right way. Instead of going to slave for somebody else who, after they get the job done, they're going to abandon them prior to them coming to the university. Peace and love. May God bless each and every last one of you. 100.
I got to dominate today. I got to really focus on the day. I got to be relative and relevant. And I got to really put my mind and my focus on the day. I'm not going to look to tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to take care of itself. But for right now, as for me and Jackson State, you've seen one recruit. We wanted him to get all the shine, all the glory, and every darn thing he deserves. Don't think we don't have nothing else in the chamber. We're beating teams now, but we want to be dominant. And the way we become dominant is adding and practicing and understanding these kids that love the darn game. We want them to go pro. We do. We want them to go pro on the field and off the field.